Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Fade to Obsidian, your Red Rising podcast about spaceships, relationships, and everything in between. I am Crescent, joined as always by Skipper.
Hello.
And back once again, extra special guests, Ben and Aaron from HowlerPod.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
I was trying to do this. Came out pretty weird.
I was going to say, Ben doesn't know how to use his hands. Turns out he's Ricky Bobby.
Are you gonna raise the
I kind of got stuck in between like a fist pump and raising the roof, and you did this, and I was looking at you going like that.
What are you doing?
And now we know why HowlerPod is mostly an audio podcast.
I'm wearing my Howler hat.
You are Howler Bros. Look at
for,
you go.
for anybody that is listening to us and not watching, Aaron has found a hat that just says Howler Bros on it.
There's like a brand called Howler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Howler Bros, and it's after the Howler monkeys in Argentina or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Awesome.
I saw it in a store and I bought
make,
it.
like,
Sounds
cool
like
shirts and
the
stuff.
Howlers are co-opting it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought Ben one, but he's not wearing it.
Oh.
I have too good of hair for
Howler.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Fair.
Can't cover up that crap.
Yeah.
Just got a haircut today.
Oh,
Well,
I was gonna say, you look so nice.
Just for us? Did you get a haircut just for
now
us?
it's too late.
Yes,
to have
because I knew I was
noticed
going to be on
Thank you.
camera. The
Oh,
whole thing.
Perfect.
No, it's because
Thank you.
Ben's going to Vegas on Saturday.
Oh.
True.
now.
Do you guys
Ooh,
just non-stop travel? Is that what?
I'm
Like-
going. It's the
She
boys.
travels way more than I do.
The boys are going.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
For Final Four basketball sports. Woo.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah,
sports.
sports ball.
Yes, the
Mhm.
sports.
A little bit of sports ball.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool
I like it.
stuff.
Nice.
Unbook related.
And that's
Ben,
fine.
Ben does other things. Fun fact.
Ha!
I do.
Shocking.
It's Ben's call.
What are you guys drinking tonight? Are you drinking something?
Yes, we have High
We
Noons.
have high noons.
Ooh.
The
what
vodka
flavor?
brand. Vodka. I have grapefruit.
I'm drinking pineapple.
Nice.
How about you guys?
I think that's what you were drinking last time too. This is not the first
Probably.
time I've been
Yeah. Yeah. I rewatched our episode today, so I know that Ben was drinking a high noon. And
Nice.
Aaron,
Just
you had a
whatever's in the fridge.
seltzer. Yeah, you had a seltzer from your local brewery or something.
There's
Nice
just
quirk
nothing more that I
Yeah.
love than a refreshing drink.
with alcohol in it.
Yes.
Normally, it's just we're at my house. It's whatever's in the fridge, and it was a choice between Coors Light and High Noon. So,
Yeah.
and
Pro
there's
High
always
Noon.
like random beers
Made
that
the right
someone
choice.
has left. So
Yeah.
there's some of those.
Yeah.
What are you guys drinking?
Crescent, what do you have?
I'm currently almost done an Okanagan cider,
Ooh.
and then I have my new limited edition Scotch.
You have a new
Ardbeg
one?
Heavy Vapors. Yeah,
Ooh.
Oh.
Limited edition.
yeah, special release.
Wow.
How far did you have to travel for
Apparently-
that one?
I got that one when I was in Calgary. It was the last bottle.
Okay.
Apparently, part of the distillery failed while they were making this batch.
Is
Oh.
yours
And
okay?
they just went.
We're
Oh, we're
done."
just gonna release it. It's just, I
Interesting.
haven't tried it yet. We'll see.
Huh.
See how it is.
Interesting.
So if you like spew, we'll know
Yeah.
that your batch
Well, I
didn't
mean-
make it.
I don't think they would have bottled it if it was like that, but
I'm sure they tested it.
Like,
We'll see.
Seems
We'll see.
Somebody
All
will
right.
buy it.
I have it was a daiquiri. Well, it was a frozen
Is
daiquiri.
that a
Now
White
it's a
Russian?
non-frozen daiquiri.
now it's just
Red
normal
daiquiri.
I found, I'm going to admit something today that I probably shouldn't be, is that, so I was trying to find something in my car, looked under the seat. My passenger seat has not been able to move like forward or back for about 2 years. So no one can sit behind the passenger seat in my car.
Oh,
Uh,
it's that far back.
Yeah, like it would crush your legs. So today I was trying to find something and I was like, I wonder if it's under the passenger seat. Not the thing I was looking for, but an entire bottle of melon gin that I have been missing for 2 years.
Is that where
Is
the
that
seat
why the
was
seat
stuck?
wouldn't move?
That's why the seat was stuck.
Are you never looked?
That's incredible.
No, I
You never look.
was like, oh, I pushed it back too far. It just won't return. It's fine.
This from the
Just
person
no research.
drove down and had somebody very concerned that their car was going to explode. And I was like, no, it's fine.
It's fine.
And
My
then gets home
car-
and finds out that her car was in fact about to explode.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so that bottle has been 2 years. It has been missing and stuck under the
Well-aged.
passenger seat. Well aged.
She's been
And
stuck.
so is that what's in your drink?
That is what's in my drink, and it is delicious. It
Nice.
would
it
have
melted
been
over
gone
the
2
ice.
years
Heaps.
ago if I knew where it was.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, that's my
Wow.
You say melon gin?
melon gin.
Oh, I've never
Interesting.
had like flavored gin before. I like gin.
Yeah, I've only ever had its anagram. Lemon gin.
Lemon gin. I was working that out real slow.
I was like,
No, it doesn't work. It does not
Does
work. out.
anagram mean what I think? Yeah, that's.
Mm.
I need to get some melon gin.
Melon gin, very good.
I
Come
can't
up
do
to my
melons.
birthday, and then you can
Yeah.
have some of my melon gin. Well aged, stuck
You
in
have
a.
to leave the planet.
Listen, guys, this would have been in Tulsa with us. It was brought to my attention that it is illegal in the
it was?
United States to drive with a bottle in your back seat. It has to be in the trunk, rather than in Canada, as long
Well, it
as it's
depends
not
on what
open.
state you're in.
Even if it's closed.
In
Yeah,
Missouri,
fully
you
closed.
can have an open container if you're the passenger in Missouri, but not. It depends on what
I
state.
think it
you're in.
has to be
Okay.
like a closed bottle.
You can drink openly if you're the passenger in Missouri. I know
In
that.
certain counties.
What?
You would know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in
Well,
Kansas,
up
you
he-
can't.
Yeah, up here it just has to be closed. So I put things in my back seat rather than my trunk. But this has crossed the border 4 times with me claiming, no, I have no alcohol on me.
Nice.
5 times, and it technically back and forth. But it would have been in. It survived the heat of Tulsa. It survived
Oh my
2
God.
Canadian winters. It's
Well, it clearly
great.
melted your daiquiri. So.
It did melt
like
my
nuclear.
daiquiri real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, Tulsa.
Turns
That's
out
the
if you
hottest
say
I've ever been in
something
my
and
life.
fully believe it. Oh yeah, it was miserable.
When we do HowlerCon again, let's pick a less horrible time of year.
Yeah.
Could be in
Thinking- We're
Oklahoma.
thinking spring in Minnesota.
That'd be great. Anywhere else?
How far are you guys from Minnesota? Isn't that that seems like a
It's
convenient.
actually very close. It's like
Yeah.
It's like
Minneapolis
11
is like
hours, isn't it?
6. No, like Minneapolis is like 6 from Kansas City.
Oh, wow.
It's actually really fast. Yeah.
Okay.
And so like I take a trip to Minnesota every year, and we go like camping up in Boundary Waters, and so that's all the way up at the border, and it's 12-ish hours total driving.
Sometimes they stop and hang out with.
But
Crossing
Minneapolis
PJ.
is super fast and super easy to drive to. From
I've never been.
yeah,
Me
that was
neither.
actually the first time I met
Okay,
Cross
well
was in
We're
Minneapolis.
going to
Yeah.
Minneapolis.
Meet up
You
in
gotta tell
Minneapolis.
Joel.
It's 13
Tell
hours. for
Joel,
both of
don't
us.
break your leg,
Yeah.
and let's
Yeah.
go somewhere nicer.
Yeah,
I saw
because it's
they posted something about HowlerCon 3,
Yeah.
like
2.
planning
HowlerCon
whatever.
2.
Two,
HowlerCon 2,
yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
It's like, did I?
Well,
miss
no,
the
it's like
13?
well, there was like an original HowlerCon in LA,
Oh,
right?
shit.
yeah during
When Iron
missed
Gold came
Iron
out.
Gold. Iron Gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Yeah. We
posted
weren't
something
there,
about it.
and therefore it doesn't count.
Therefore, it's not real.
True.
It's not a real
The actual
HowlerCon unless
sequel.
we're all there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. We
Good
should all
time.
make matching shirts that say Lysander is a see you next Tuesday.
Yep.
And then start a
I'm there
fight
for
with
it.
the other
Yeah,
guys.
start a fight with those
Like a real
Lysanders.
West Side Story
That's
situation.
okay.
You snap
Everybody
at
will be
him.
on our side.
Has anyone talked to the people from HowlerCon who wore those shirts? Like, do we know who they
Like
are?
ghosts?
Has anyone
Yeah,
talked to them?
Like Cross knew them, and
Mm.
and then they messaged us a few times because like somebody was like super mad at them.
Yeah, someone was like going crazy on the internet, and Ben like tried to defend him like it was a joke.
I was like, well, I know
Yeah.
these people, and I actually talked to them like they were just joking.
It was
you
like-
don't need to get like
Yeah.
super fired up about
And then Ben started getting attacked. He's like,
And then I was like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
not here to internet fight.
Yeah.
No.
I was just like, just wanted to let you know they were just like
They-
troll joking.
Yeah. Like the wives hadn't even read the books. They
Yeah.
didn't know what they were wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
No, they
that's a
were
cruel thing
fun.
of like, don't worry, guys, it's a cute thing, and then like being show up
And then
being
everyone's
hated.
yelling at him.
I know.
I did walk
Yeah.
up to him and I said, "Fuck you," and I was like, "Just kidding," but really,
Yeah.
I'll beat you up.
Well, we talked to Dram, who was wearing that night the Cassius is a fuck boy. We talked to
Yes.
her. We had her on the episode 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she hadn't finished the book. And we are like, "What was the reaction at HowlerCon?" And she thinks because she was in such a big group, nobody wanted to say anything, but quite a few people were going, "Have you finished?" And she's like, "No," and they're like, "Okay," and we just walk away from her. And she's like, she just chalks it up to she was in like such a large group of no one's gonna pick a fight with her.
Yeah, man.
Is she still in that camp or has she
No,
changed her
she's-
mind?
She is not. She is flipped. She is flipped.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Both me and her. I went into Lightbringer not loving Cassius. Like I was like, meh, he's fine, but I don't love him. But then by the end of Lightbringer, like I think there was a text I sent Crescent of like it was when they were at Lorne's, and that was the moment for me that I was like,
Yeah.
he's gone. Like either Cassius or Darrow are not making it out of this. And so that I messaged Crescent something along the lines of like, did Pierce just make me fall in love with Cassius in order to kill him off? Like, is that what this book
Yes,
was?
yes.
Was like, we've now
Specifically
won
did.
over
And he does
everybody.
that all the time. You can like
And-
see it coming.
Yeah.
You're like, why is this character getting so much attention? I don't like
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, okay, that
Yeah.
brings us
Wonder what
to
I
I feel
didn't
about so
I
much.
didn't know until the
sorry.
I didn't know Cassius was gone until the like brothers talk in the Archimedes when they're having a heart to heart. That's when I was like, fuck. Dude.
It's happening. It's going to happen
Oh my
soon.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too sentimental.
Yeah, for me it was Lawrence that I was like, we've got like a nostalgia chapter happening here.
It's not good.
One
Yeah.
of you are not making it out alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't control F this time.
I'm proud of you.
Mostly because I gave my brother my Kindle.
You didn't
Him
have the
only because he
ability to...
couldn't.
Oh, I can't believe you do that. Like, I'm so cone of silence that I'm like, nobody
well,
talk
I have
to me.
like
Nobody...
a lot of anxiety, so
Yeah.
it like helps me focus more if I know what's gonna happen. Then I
Right.
can like enjoy it more without the like fear of it.
Yeah, I don't usually get too upset about spoilers. There's some things where I'll go like, I want to be non-spoiler. Other things, I'm okay with it. Just because it's like, then you can kind of, like you said, let go of some of the anxiety. And you can just like let the story
It's
happen.
really anxious.
Yeah, I definitely did that with like all of the Star Wars sequels. I like,
You spoiled yourself.
I spoiled myself fully before those movies came out, and then was like, massively disappointed. But it was fine, but I was like very nervous about what those were going to be like, and so I was like, I got to find this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm not a huge Star Wars person.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's someone in the
You have
den who
to keep
reads the last chapter first of every book.
I don't do that.
That's
but
wild.
That's crazy.
I
No, thank you.
I can see why you would. It's just like rewatching shows over and over, rereading books over and over.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can like enjoy it more when you know what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see that.
Who would reread a whole book series?
Yeah, you can kind of pay attention, pay
15
attention to other parts
times.
of the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally the thing I've done the most.
Crescent, you're at 15 times. 15
Oh,
playthroughs?
probably so. I'm probably well over that.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
How
I've lost
many
count.
how many times have you read Lightbringer?
4.
4. How many times have you
I'm
guys?
I'm just powering through
Mine too.
the series again.
I've read
Me
it.
too.
I read it and then we did our reread episodes.
Yeah. I've read it 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 3. Because we had the arc
I
and
need
then
to catch up.
read the week it came out. Well, and then I stopped reading it because of HowlerCon, and I knew I was coming to the Cassius episodes, and I was like, I can't deal with like the HowlerCon
do it.
hangover, and Cassie is dying. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this for quite some time. And then when we knew that the read through was coming up, I finished and then restarted again because we were doing
Nice.
our read through. So
I did the opposite. I wasn't quite done again when I got to HowlerCon, and then I was just like all in my feels, so I listened to the end of Lightbringer as I left HowlerCon.
didn't you try to make Salem listen to it? Salem was in your truck for like half an hour, and you're like, what if we
was a
listen to
couple
Cassie
hours.
is dying?
I didn't try to make her, but
Driving home from HowlerCon, we listened to the whole.
We listened to Labyrinth on the way home.
Yeah, I found because
Yeah.
Ben doesn't listen to the audiobook, so I was like, you have to hear this. I found you. Made you listen to it. But I was finishing up
You were finishing like on the way
Greenbone
to
Saga and Lightbringer at the same time.
Yeah.
So I finished Lightbringer like the day we left for HowlerCon, and then
Yeah, you finished,
Cassie
like, that
died like a minute before I picked Cross up at this coffee shop, and I was like, he was like, I was crying in the coffee shop because Cassie was. I was like, yeah, nice to meet you. You sad. And then
Had he at
I
least
finished-
read to that point? Could he at least like give condolences, or were you like, I can't talk
No,
about
so
it? 'Cause
Cross had like gone through it all, and then he was
Yeah.
like
Okay.
rereading it, and he said he was like openly crying in the coffee shop while he was waiting for me to pick him up because I was at work. And then they like kicked him out because it closed, and then it was legit raining. So we're both like crying, and it's raining. And I was like, "Nice to meet you. Let's go to HowlerCon." Yeah.
Wow.
And then I finished it. I like blasted through the end. So I really didn't get in my
You
feels.
finished it. I know you finished it like the morning we left for HowlerCon.
So I didn't
Yeah.
really actually get in my feels until my reread because
Yeah.
I was like, blasting through it.
Yeah.
No time for feelings.
No time.
I was like, I can't be the only one in the car who hasn't finished it.
Yeah.
Be terrible.
So did
And then
you?
didn't we finish Jade Saga in the car?
So yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't finished
Yeah.
Greenbone Saga yet. So
That was also
Wow.
sad.
So Ben
Yeah.
and Cross like had already read it, and then they like listened to.
I
the
hadn't finished it yet.
Oh, you
I listened
hadn't?
to the end of it with you. Yeah.
And another big character dies. I won't spoil that,
Yeah.
but it was like I was like, oh my god! I'm just like everyone's fucking dying.
Brutal.
Yeah, it was sad. And then I almost got in a car wreck.
You did.
It was a 2-lane highway, and I was like, this character is like about to die and stuff, and I'm like trying to pass the semi. And then I see a car in the distance, and I just like slam on the brakes to like
So
get moved
hard.
over. You were in the back seat.
Yeah.
Cross is like, can we not have Aaron drive while characters are dying on the audiobook?
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck.
My Sour Patch Kids went flying.
Oh yeah. I was going
Not the
like
Sour
80
Patch
and hit the brakes. I had bad depth perception. I couldn't.
It was fine.
I couldn't-
Mostly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was harrowing, but we'll do
You
anything
made it.
to go to HowlerCon.
yeah,
Yeah, you made
We've
it
proven
through.
that.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now for the next one, we had the miniature pod house. Now we need a even bigger
We need
pod
the big
house.
pod house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all the podcasts in
Podcast.
the same. Get a big Airbnb, and there'll be pod house.
Love that.
And we have to get a pool, so we don't have to use
Yes.
the apartment pool.
And then we get yelled at for drinking in the apartment,
I
the
know.
hotel pool.
That poor worker. They were like, "Sorry, we know you're having fun. You guys are fun," and they
Yeah,
took our
come
photo.
shut down the cult.
Yeah, and we all howled at her.
Do you think they picked straws? It's like, okay, guys, we gotta go shut down this cult.
Like these fucking nerds are
No,
loud as
not a
fuck.
weirdos up
Yeah,
there at the
what is
pool.
that?
They're all howling at each other.
Yeah. Man.
they're vibrating the bottom of the pool. They're scaring Cross.
Yeah, Cross did not like how much that pool moved.
Well, it was on a upper floor. You
It
can have
was weird.
deflection
Yeah.
if you plan for it.
Oh,
It's fine.
Miss Architect.
Whoa.
Fine.
There you go.
Buildings move. Part
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, well, at one point we were all jumping
Like
and
their whole
doing
thing,
it,
so they
and
don't fall down.
Cross was not okay with us all jumping and being like, "Look, the bottom moves." He was like, "No, absolutely not."
I mean, there's always a chance.
I've seen too many Final Destination movies.
Dude, I know. That's why I'm scared of flying, man. If your TV tray doesn't stay up, that means you're gonna explode. Final Destination.
There you go.
I'm not
I
sure I
worry
saw
more of
that
these.
one.
I
Yeah,
worry more about the log trucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
I'm
I was
always like,
yeah,
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Wait,
Do
aren't you
it.
guys in a big
that one just
NASCAR
feels
area?
We have NASCAR.
ish. Yeah,
It's not NASCAR.
NASCAR
It's
races, yeah.
something.
it's NASCAR.
Oh, I thought it was like
The racetrack out there.
uh-huh.
It's NASCAR.
Formula 2.
Nope, it's definitely NASCAR.
We're really
Does it
into
have
cars.
a circle or
I
not?
did
It
just
is
recently
it
watch.
is an oval.
I just watched Ford v Ferrari. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, it's good.
Lots of cars.
on my list?
John slept through the whole thing. It's like a lot. It's like too much driving. It's like, we get it. You're driving.
You're driving.
It's
Yeah.
like the whole movie. So it's a little long because it's like there's a lot of different races where you like literally experience the whole race. It feels like, even though some of the races are 24 hours long. But it was a good movie.
That's what they're trying to win is the 24-hour
Right.
race,
24
right?
hours
I'm
Yeah.
saying it felt like 24 hours while you were watching it.
Is there
Let's
a
put that
legitimate
on the
race that's
poster.
24 hours?
Yeah, lots of them actually.
Yeah.
Yes, the Le Mans, whatever.
It-
24 hours.
Yeah,
of Le
24
Mans.
hours of
Le
Le Mans.
Mans.
With one driver?
Mhm.
That seems
And
very unsafe.
It's a 3-minute track, and you do it for 24 hours. And you switch drivers.
I
Oh, you
believe-
switch
I think
drivers,
they switch
okay.
drivers.
Switch
Mhm.
drivers, punch pit stops.
Because I know that's a thing that people do, like running. They'll try and run for 24 hours. But I feel like, and like they'll
That does
start
not seem possible.
hallucinating. Yeah, you hallucinate.
You shit yourself.
Yeah, like, well, you're allowed to take like, it's the same thing if it's like a 1 mile track. So you just keep doing it. So every mile you can take a 10-minute, and like sometimes they'll sleep for 10 minutes. Like you can do maximum of 10-minute stops.
Yeah, I can like jog for
And
10
then-
minutes.
Yeah, that's me too. I could
Hey, you
maybe
just have
do
to jog for 10 minutes a
half
bunch of
of
times.
yeah, I can do half a mile maybe.
Sure.
But yeah, it's like they start hallucinating and stuff and like lose all their toenails. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
Anyway,
love that.
back on. Okay, so the first read through, I personally did for myself. The first read through I did for Crescent so that I could
That's
finish and
correct.
he could finally talk about it. The
That
second
was like
read
Ben
through,
with Miles.
yeah.
Miles read
second-
it before us.
Oh, did he? Yeah, because he got an arc, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The second one I would say was for myself. That's the one that when it came out I read or listened to. And then the third one is for the podcast. Do you guys take when you're doing the read throughs? Like, what is your process of what portion of that is for you reading and for the content?
Ben.
Interesting. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty similar. Like, I think the first one I was just like, I just have to know what happens.
Yeah.
And then the second one I definitely enjoyed more, and then the third one I'm like actually, taking notes and highlighting stuff and
Like a Bible.
trying to come up with content for the podcast.
Yeah. Mine's all mostly just for myself, I guess.
You're pure vibes.
Pure vibes.
Yeah.
No, that's just vibes. Yeah.
Although this one, I actually like this. Lightbringer was the first book where I actually wrote stuff down instead of just like vibes. I was like, I need to remember these things. And I have like 3 copies of Lightbringer. So I was like, I'm going to highlight one.
Yeah.
And I highlighted like 2 chapters and then I listened to the rest. So I have a like weirdly halfway highlighted one.
I did that with Red. Well, when we started the podcast, I was like, I'm going to buy new versions so I can highlight, I can whatever. I never touched them, and so I just
me too.
handed them off to my nephew. I was like, here is
Yeah.
the first trilogy. Have fun. Like,
Yeah.
I did exactly the same thing. And now Rachel has them.
Do you
There you
do you both listen to the audiobooks
Yeah.
as well as read?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I get
Okay.
through so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time to sit down.
Ben's a real
You're a
book
real
reader.
physical reader.
Yeah, I don't have a
Ben
great...
reads good. I like remember more if I listen as opposed to reading.
Yeah.
I'm more like an audio.
I can like only do
learner.
audiobooks if I have read the book previously. Like otherwise I have a really hard time following it.
You start like
I'll
doing other
start.
things.
Yeah.
I have trouble like paying attention to what's actually going on in my real life when I have a book. Like the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm driving, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we just learned.
Oh, there's a car on the other side of this semi.
Do you see this giant fly?
Are you talking about real life?
There's it right. There's a big
I
ass
saw
horse
it.
fly. Did you see that?
Oh, he is
Yep.
big.
That will be on the. Yep.
This is in here. I'm like, I'm a
Better curve your
peerless.
hat down.
It's coming
I
for
thought you were doing that as part of your bit at first while you were talking about driving. I was like, what is going on? Are you like, is this full method acting? Or...
Get at me.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes.
Yeah.
When I'm listening to the book, I have trouble remembering real life stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like driving.
All of my
Yeah.
favorite books I will read first and then go through the
Yeah.
audiobook.
Yeah.
I did just read the Name of the Wind and the one before that.
Sometimes if I get like really into something, I can do like, I start reading it and then I'm so into it that I'll also get the audiobook out and then
You
like
kind of go back and forth.
I'll go back and forth. Like if I'm taking my dog on a walk or something, I'll listen to the audiobook.
Yeah. I just like listening and doing stuff because like when I walk around my neighborhood, I've listened to so many books. There's like, it's weird. Like I'll pass by a certain spot and I'll like remember like something that happened in one of the books I was listening to because it's like
Yeah.
I
it's
remembered
ingrained
that
in
in
you.
that place this thing happened.
Yeah.
So it's like my walk is filled with random books.
Kind of cool.
I love
Yeah.
that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just have a
Memories.
problem with audiobooks at the beginning, like the entry barrier. Like that's
Sure,
why I
yeah.
need to read is because like if I'm gonna get grabbed, like it's gotta happen when I read, and then I have an issue with that when I'm on audio where I'm just like I don't get into
You
the
kinda
story
go
as
Chris,
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, when I read a physical book, I have trouble, and you guys know this about me. I have trouble like my eyes will like jump down. I'm like, wait, what's gonna happen? Like if there's a fight or I'm like nervous about something, I like look down or I like peek
I do that too.
to be
Yeah.
like, oh no, are they gonna die?
Yeah.
'Cause in audiobook, you can't do that. You just have to like
No.
live through it.
Yeah.
Yep. You're stuck. Yeah. I physically read, I think all of them but Dark Age. First, Dark Age, because I was driving to see Pierce in Washington, D.C., I audiobooked it because I knew like that was going to be the easier thing. But the rest of them I physically read first
Yeah.
and then audiobooked them. But the first three, and even Iron Gold, I didn't audiobook until last year when we were doing it.
Oh, really?
The first, yeah.
I think I read the first three. I can't remember. Once it was like I didn't really know about audiobooks until like during reading Red Rising.
Yeah.
So Red Rising was kind of my intro to audiobooks.
I think because we're all so obsessed with TGR, we're all like, Tim is the
Oh, yeah.
best.
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
There's
So
no
good.
other
So
one
the
that
book
I'm
I
like,
just returned that couldn't get into, but the reason I rented it is because it was TGR. But then I just like I don't know, I couldn't get into the story.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was like Throne of something. I don't know. TikTok told me to do it, and I was like, it was tough too because I was also doing the Blade itself. I kind of like got pulled out of it, so I might have liked it, but it was kind of like campy, I thought, and I don't like whimsy. So like I didn't like Trust the Emerald, whatever, Brandon Sanderson, even though like our friends liked it. It was just so whimsical.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
it was
know.
You're
very-
the opposite. That I am here for the whimsy. I'm like,
I'm
what are the
I'm
cozy
like, this
fantasies?
is too happy. Yeah,
Yeah,
too
I'm all
cozy.
here for the cozy fantasies.
No,
That's
I'm
all I
like,
want.
when is something horrible gonna happen? Like,
Oh,
this
you
is
need to
too
read Sunlit
cozy.
Man then.
No wonder you have anxiety about what you're reading.
Kidding.
Like, I remember like I said, remembering doing stuff. I remember I was listening to Trust the Emerald Sea, and I'm picking up dog poop in my backyard, and just halfway through, I'm like, this is boring. It's too happy. They're
It's
just
too-
like happily
Everyone's too happy.
like living their lives. Oh, I'm a princess, whatever.
All right.
Anyways, I feel bad because Miles really liked it, and then I was like, oh, I didn't. Sorry. I returned that one too. I gotta get my credit back because Audible's expensive.
Yeah.
If
That
I'm
is
like
true.
2 chapters or 8 chapters in, I can still get my credit back. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
You can only
I
do it
have
like
some
once
that
a
I-
month.
Yeah, but I have how
You
long?
only get
Like
one credit a month, so
I've been hoarding some that I'm like, oh, I downloaded this. There's one on there that I was like, when did I download? I don't remember this.
Yeah, yeah. So within reason, you can
I'm gonna
return 'em.
try.
You have to like log in on the like desktop website and go to your orders, and then you return it. They'll give it right back to you.
Wow.
Okay. We're gonna
They
see.
don't even. They're not even like why. They're just like
Audible hacks.
Audible
Yeah.
hack.
Now you know.
another Audible hack.
Yeah.
Buy it, cancel it, wait for several months, and then they'll give you an offer for $1 for 3 months in a row.
Nice.
Then you cancel it again, and then
Better
eventually
hack.
they'll give
Use
you-
your dad's account. Don't pay for it.
steal all of his credits.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
But then you have to deal with all the like Jesus books that are in your.
Your dad's account.
nice. I like it. Well, back to Lightbringer. Okay, favorite part of Lightbringer. Favorite part.
Oh my gosh. I probably change my answer every time.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I love Apollonius, and I liked his scenes, and I'm glad that he and Mustang and Victor all survived. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
what
for
did I
me, it
say
was-
last time?
Dude, I don't know.
know. Whatever you say, I'm gonna say that was mine too.
I think for me, the part that still hangs with me the most, that I really just, one of my favorite things I've ever read was the Phobos sequence. Like, I just loved that. All those chapters, they had me on the
Yeah.
absolute just edge of my seat. Like, I'm
Starting-
not sure I've ever been more nervous reading something than that.
Starting with the fear exploding everyone around him on the ship. Where did
No,
Phobos
the
start?
Phobos, the Mustang and Lightbender battle over Mars.
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
That's not what you were
Melting
saying.
the green.
Yeah, where they shoot all of the railgun rounds from Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
crazy.
And then the chasing Mustang
Space
around.
battle.
So
I was
yeah.
talking about chasing Mustang.
Oh, okay. I thought you were maybe talking about like earlier Apollonius.
No, and then they have fuck. I can't remember his name. Unshorn
Valdir.
Valdir.
Oh
like,
yeah.
secretly on hand.
know all
I
about
kept
Valdir.
thinking, I kept going like, who's like, is Darrow gonna come back? Because we didn't know where Darrow was at that point. It's like, who's gonna save Mustang? And I kept thinking Darrow's gonna show up, and then she was like, actually, I have all these obsidians hidden.
Yeah.
Surprise obsidians.
Yeah. Go kill everyone.
Nice.
I seriously think that might be my favorite battle in the whole series.
Yeah, and you get a lot of good
That's a
holiday
really, really
moments.
good one.
It's so good. And it's
Yeah.
just like between two characters that, you know, I would not have like anticipated matching up, Mustang and Lysander like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like the chess match of that, and then throwing Apollonius into it is incredible. And just how scared I was that Mustang was actually going to get killed. And
Oh, I thought for sure she was
like,
fucked. I was like, "Where's Darrow? Someone
Yeah.
save her!"
and I think that's such a credit to Pierce, just because his credibility in killing characters, you know, like he had
Yeah.
me believing it, you know, and it's just
Yeah.
like,
He's good at hurting our feelings.
yes, I was like, is he really going to do this right now? Because I cannot handle it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was just so exciting. And I mean, it's easy to say like the Fa duel.
Sure. Clang clang, bitch.
And that was incredible. But to me, like, I don't know, when I gut instinct go back to it, like that Phobos section for me was just so much fun.
How about you guys?
I agree with that. I would start though with when they're in Lycos, and just that emotional toll of them like going through of
With Deanna
who
down there.
died and
just
yeah,
climbing the
like
gallows.
Mhm.
like that was for me
That's
the
kind of
most
like
epic.
going back to Red Rising, book one,
Mhm.
kind of
Yes.
going back to your
Yep.
roots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So starting there was like that's what really sucked me in of like, okay, I am here. Like, I knew I was going to be here for the book, but like that was the like, yes. And then,
Yeah.
leading into. I'd say
Deanna's such
the
a
folks.
powerful character.
I know.
She's like always
Oh,
just brings it 100 miles an hour when she's on the page. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah.
emotional every
Think-
time. Like
She'd be scary to have as a
Pierce writes
mother-in-law.
I think Pierce writes a lot of his mother in her.
yeah. Oh, I'm
Mhm.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
and-
said that
So
Mustang is his
there's a
mom
lot of
too.
feeling behind it.
Yes, the emotion of
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
character every time, like some of the best emotional moments are with Deanna.
Yeah. She's just amazing. But yeah, the whole thing and having all
So
of them
many good
repeat the
moments.
names of like Mustang has to say EO,
Mhm.
like Victor I forget who they all say, but they all name all of the like Ragnar and all of these people
Yeah.
of, like
Mhm.
this is who you've lost and this is who you're fighting for. And then to have the reveal of like the blood is what's created the red paint and like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just love it all.
Yep.
Yeah.
We should do that for HowlerCon.
All bleed
Oh, hell yeah.
and
Blood
then
paint? Fuck
Blood,
yeah.
dirt. Blood and dirt. We just show up.
all right.
That's awesome.
You're in
then-
charge
Yeah.
of organizing that one.
We need to get fake blood, otherwise it gets all crackly
Yeah.
and
I-
like crusty.
yep.
Yeah, I don't think we'll use real blood.
No. Oh, you're not volunteering.
No.
Okay.
Cowards.
Everyone shows up with their cut hand.
Some of us are peerless.
We've talked about that before on our podcast. How
Yeah, when they slice their hand, I'm like, don't you need your fucking
you
hand?
need to use your
Yeah.
hands. It's going to be
In
hurting
battle?
the entire time after battle.
Well,
or
and
during
there's so
battle because of
many
that.
there's so many tendons
Scars.
and stuff across there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And nerves.
Yeah, and no one can read your palm.
Seems like the
the
literal
Oh,
stupidest
looks like you're
thing you
gonna
could do
die.
before battle.
Poor battle. Let me injure myself.
Yes.
At least cut like your forearm.
I don't know. Maybe they have
Yeah.
a way of doing it where it's just like
Or maybe they're just so tough they don't give a
Yeah.
They're like, the blood will stick to my
well,
blade.
their blood like coagulates faster, right? So
Oh.
Mustangs
Oh.
does anyway.
yeah.
There you go. Crescent, what's your
That's-
favorite?
that's her
That.
specifically. So when we talked to Pierce before the book was
yeah.
out, I told him that it was when Severo rescues Darrow and Cassius on Venus.
Mhm.
That's good. Dominus
Yeah.
Portobello
Yeah.
didn't work out.
Yeah, when Severo shows up in his star shell and is
Yes.
standing over Darrow and Cassius, I fucking lost it. I was like
Yeah.
screaming in my book. It was great.
I think that
And
was the part
now-
where the book really hooked me. For
Uh-huh.
I was just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
let's
Well, you were like, the
go.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ben loves
And then-
getting the boys back together.
the
Yeah.
boys were in fact back in town. I'm also a huge sucker for an anime power up, so I love the Breath of Stone so much.
Oh, yeah.
Mm,
I was
mhm.
like, which one? Yeah, I like Breath
Yeah,
of
the
Stone.
Gala
I really
scene, oof.
Gala.
Yeah.
Breath of Stone to me was easier to like get into than Mind's Eye. I felt like he explained it
Mhm.
better. So, like it flowed more because we kind of went on the journey with Darrow.
Yeah.
100%.
Made
You
a
know,
little- yeah.
we started in his sadness on Marcher 14. I can't remember the number.
I don't think you have to.
1532.
I think
Whichever,
that was pretty close.
whichever trash moon it was.
Number.
Yeah, that sequence is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I love how we kind of like go in and out of it with the fight and I don't know, just like the way that Darrow finds it
Mm-hmm.
in the moment
Yeah.
and you're kind
And
of
we
feeling
get
it
to
there with him.
experience it.
Yeah.
With
Mhm.
when he's fighting Fa.
Yeah.
I like
It's
it.
really cool.
Yeah, he's
Makes
like-
me feel
he's-
like I could do it.
Yeah.
He's kind of putting it together as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need my swords. They're back in my costume bucket.
Oh no. I expect those to
Hyporos
show up at
and-
HowlerCon.
Bad lass.
Yeah,
I
you better
don't
be
know.
dueling people.
Would they let me walk in with pirate swords? Probably.
I think people had
Probably.
weapons last
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Did
have
we
any
see what
skill
Jigsaw
for
was
making things.
having?
Yeah, he had a literal taser.
Really?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
stun pipe.
Josh
Yeah,
from
that-
Orange Armory. Oh yeah, he
Oh,
had-
that's right.
I
Yeah.
think they were ready for a book event, and they were not ready for.
Weapons checks.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I remember him like setting off and everyone would like jump because it was like you could hear
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
actually currently, so
That's
he's a
dope.
member of our Patreon, and a bonus all of our Patreons are getting is that because he's not allowed to put it on Instagram, he's currently putting into our Patreon the building of the Warsaw, and it is the
Oh.
most
It's
terrifying thing.
Fucking wild.
It's got real robot.
He's
like,
building a
"I'm
literal
building a-"
Warsaw.
Goblet.
Is it,
Only,
is it an actual?
only 2 of the 4 blades are
No, of the 6.
currently. Sorry, 2 of the 6 are currently on it, but he's working on it.
Oh my
But
gosh.
is it actually like a chainsaw?
Yeah,
No,
it's
Like it
it's
moves?
it's 6
it's
different
top
individual
blades in a
blades.
row,
Like a
like circular saw
mega
blades.
chainsaw.
Yeah, that go at different
No,
directions.
it's like multiple small table saws.
That is wild. I
Oh,
cannot wait to see
Needs-
that.
he needs to install a saw stop so he didn't cut his
Yeah.
fingers off.
Oh God, yeah, because they go in different
he said testing
directions.
the motors was the most harrowing experience because they're just
I hope
on like
he's-
these tiny little motors. So his hands have to be right next to it, and they're 4.5
my
inch
God.
circular saw blades.
I hope he doesn't cut his fucking fingers off. We need his
So
fingers.
for
to stay
anybody
on.
who would like to see the development of the
You
of the
can
Warsaw,
join
come join the Patreon. And
It
That is the
Jigsaw
greatest
will hook you up.
advertisement.
Yeah.
It is a fun extra bonus because we did not plan that. He just all of a sudden was like, "I'm gonna post these here," and we're like, "Okay."
You're like,
Yeah.
please
He
be
was like,
careful.
I'm not going to post any of them anywhere else. It'll be the Patreon only.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
he brings
Until
it
we're
to
done.
HowlerCon.
I saw his like
3.0.
he posted like a blueprint on Instagram or
Yeah.
something. So I saw
Yeah.
like his plan for it, but I haven't seen what it actually looks
Oh,
like.
it's also
Uh,
going to be so big it'll hit his ceiling when it's done.
What?
Like he's already having
Yeah,
trouble
like,
lifting it.
Yeah,
How's he
the
gonna
handle is
transport
more
it?
than 2 full-size Red Bulls long.
So this is like real obsidian
To scale,
size.
yeah.
Yeah.
To scale. It's not
Yeah.
human scale, it's
We're
obsidian
gonna need to
scale.
find an obsidian to wield it.
PJ?
Maybe
PJ! He's
Yeah.
like 6'7", isn't he? Yeah.
Yes,
he
he's
can do it.
Ben met
Holy
him.
shit.
If Ben says someone giant, that's a big deal. 'Cause Ben's giant.
Yeah, PJ can wield it. Yeah, it's going to be epic, but it looks so dangerous as he's building it.
Oh, yeah.
Exciting. I
can't
love
wait
when
to see
it's
how
like
that
when
turns out.
Lyria tries to pick it up.
That's what I compared
Yeah.
it to today because he said something
Yeah.
about it's struggling, and I was like, "Are you feeling like Lyria? Is
Yeah.
that what's
She's
happening
like-
right now?"
Trying to pick it up.
Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah. I
So-
really like Lyria in this book. I didn't love the Quicksilver
Hmm.
chapters or path, but I liked Lyria's whole path. So
Yeah,
even
Lyria's-
though she's not a super spy, like I originally wanted.
What did you guys think of that? Her losing the parasite?
I thought it worked. That I thought it gave like if she
Yeah.
continued to have it, it was too
It was
too
okay.
much of that
Yeah.
it's like we're gonna have so and it makes her stay at least the way he wrote it of you're gonna what changes about you, what doesn't, grounding her back to like Liam is her like soul, like everything, just being
Mhm.
that red. It kind of makes sense of like she just wants to stay true to herself. So
Yeah.
I get that it's disappointing because it would be epic to see her use it, but I enjoy that she kind of like I enjoy that she lost it because it makes it more her.
It really makes sense for who Lyria actually is that she would get rid of it.
That's really where we
Yeah.
landed too.
Well, that's where Ben landed.
We.
For for the whole, at least until my reread, I was like, this fucking sucks. I wanted a super spy so bad. I
Yeah.
loved Figment, like the
Figment
brown.
Yeah.
was cool.
Like I was like, I need
Mhm.
another super spy flipping around,
Yeah.
being weird.
Yeah.
But I've come
Part of what makes some of
to
those characters
Ben's
great
side.
is that you don't get a ton of time with them, too.
Sure, yeah. You can't like fully develop them.
Yeah.
Well, I conceded to Ben's Lyria is better off without it, and Ben has conceded to Holiday's not a
Oh.
traitor. So we're both.
You thought Holiday.
each other
You're
in
one
the
of those
middle.
people who thought Holiday was the
I
traitor.
think I
didn't
might
know
be
that.
the original person.
No.
He's the one who started it all. He's like fucking troll over here,
Ah,
and I'm like, she's the most loyal person.
yes.
I've been defending her this whole time.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Aaron. Not you, Ben.
And then anytime Ben concedes, he always is like, but if she's a traitor,
Still get
I'll
credit.
say I'm right.
Yes.
It's like, how would she be a traitor at this point? She almost died for Mustang.
Yeah.
She got gold in
She's
the
really
Corn
selling
corn
the
in
bit.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was somebody
like
that
Ben was like, oh, the poison was a dud with Apollonius.
that
I'm
was
like,
a good.
she literally got stabbed
That
in
was
the
a good
gut
theory.
because it was a dud.
It was with a lemon.
A lemon.
Yeah.
Why would she almost died?
Convenient lemon.
Mhm.
Anyways, one of our many arguments.
Yeah.
There was somebody who sent
Wow.
an email in that was I can't remember exactly what their theory was, but
With Holiday.
yeah, it was good stuff.
I roll.
They built on top of
I roll
what I
city.
had. Yeah.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Ben
Okay,
likes to
here's
be a
one.
naysayer.
So we've lost one super spy, but we've gained another.
Who is it?
Kyber.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like Kyber.
Have
She's
you
creepy.
heard Skipper's unhinged, totally correct
Unhinged.
theory
What?
It's
that Evie
Evie.
is Kyber?
Where's
Evie.
Evie? Where's
Wait,
Where's
who
Evie?
did? Someone wrote in with a theory. Remember? It was someone else, not Kyber. About who Evie could be. Fuck.
I've now accused
Ori.
everybody of being Evie. A lot of people thought Ori was
A lot of
Evie.
people thought Ori.
Oh, that's what I'm
That's
thinking
what it
of.
was.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Um,
Ori.
Yeah. Now I just accuse everybody of being Evie, and
Interesting.
eventually I'll be correct. Because I don't know if you can.
If you look above Skipper's left shoulder,
This is
Those
all
are
of
all
the
Eevees?
Eevees from Pokemon. You get all of them,
Ah.
and they can become any color, and therefore.
Oh, I thought they were Disney princesses from where I
It was not up there until I made my unhinged
I like that.
like
Nice.
theory, and I was like, well, that lives
Yeah, I
there
heard
now.
the RA theory, but I think
Yeah.
I think they're different people.
no.
I think so too.
Yeah. I wonder when we're gonna do you think we're gonna see like Mickey and Evie again?
I don't
And
know
Red
if we'll
God.
see them. They
Yeah, I
seem
don't
phased
know.
out to me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they've
Yeah.
been left in the past.
Well, and there's so many things already to wrap up that
Mhm.
like he's
Yeah.
not gonna make new.
Do we even know where Mickey
Storylines.
is? Like, was he with Quicksilver?
No,
No one was with Quick.
No.
But
just
Isn't
Mateo.
there? I don't.
Just-
oh my god, the fly!
It's like a bumblebee-sized
It's
fly.
huge. It's a horsefly. Do you have horseflies in Canada? Because
we
they're
do have
big.
horseflies.
Absolutely.
and they hurt when they bite you. They make
Yeah,
your horse.
they take a
bleed.
chunk.
Yeah,
out.
they fill
Yeah.
it out like a 1/4-inch square chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look out!
Oh, it's
I don't
fine.
know how that's in my house.
He's not landing.
What were we talking about?
Mickey.
No, I don't think we'll see Mickey. I don't know.
No.
I'm not expecting to. I mean, yeah, like you said, we
There
have
was
so
some
many
kind of-
loose
I don't
ends.
know if it's in
We
Dark
got to
Age
wrap
or-
up fucking Abominadrius. Like,
Yeah.
there's already things
Yeah.
that we didn't get in Lightbringer that we need to wrap up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these C-level characters, I don't think.
I think it'll just be they're out somewhere. Okay, on that note, did you see Pierce's story in which he was
Oh my god,
writing
Writing
an
an execution.
an execution?
he's laughing.
Well, okay, so he describes it as a little gory, a little sad, and he's gonna have a good day. So who do you think? I immediately thought Lysander, but that seems too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
a
I,
little
I
sad
commented
is
on
the thing.
Facebook.
Did
Yeah, I
you?
don't think Lysander would be sad. I commented on Facebook, people were like, "Do you see Instagram story?" And I said, "Better be Lysander."
Yeah.
You have a theory on who it is?
A little sad.
A
do you
little
think?
sad is the key, but he's gonna have
Yeah.
a good day. Rather than when he like wrote Cassius's death, it was like the
Maybe it's
saddest thing he
Apple.
ever.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
Apple.
Apple. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot sad for me. But yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe
I hadn't thought about the context of what he said, but when I was thinking about who it could be, I was thinking maybe it was like Rona, being like pulled out and Lysander's executing her. You know, kind of like a Uncle Neril situation.
like a in the background
Ooh.
execution.
Yeah, like
Like here's
taunting Darrow.
yeah,
Yeah.
Rona
watch
to
this.
me is like another
Yeah.
one that might not come back.
I thought she's dead.
She's just
I
in the
thought she was
desert,
gone.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense
Lost in
for
the
her to be
Ladon.
dead. Yeah,
With her bolts.
but
She was with the Lightbringer. Or
Yeah.
Morning Star.
Lysander vomit.
Apple's a good guess.
Because
Apple
Apple would
is a
be
good
sad
one.
because Pierce
Yeah.
loves Apple, but he's
Yeah.
still a bad guy.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna reach for rum here if he's repouring a drink.
interesting.
He might be good.
I was wondering if I was also thinking it would be bad guys executing a good guy, just because what our heroes do in execution. Like
Oh
that.
yeah, our
I
heroes
think
aren't really into
I don't know
execution.
if Mustang might at this point still.
Yeah,
I don't think Daryl would,
I think
but
we're past due process.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Victra.
I think we
It's
might have-
Victra who's causing the execution.
We might have learned some lessons around that.
Yeah, like maybe Deep Grave isn't the best place to put all of the bad people.
Now that Lysander's returned.
And now that all of the Bone Riders aren't in jail anymore because they
Yeah.
all got
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be Abominadrius, and it's a little sad because like Mustang and him were
'Cause he's a weird clone boy.
rekindling
Yeah.
some form of familial relationship.
I'm not sure they're gonna kill a child.
He's not a child anymore.
I guess we have killed children
Well,
already.
he's like
15, right?
he's
He's
like 10.
12.
Yeah, 10.
No, he's
Like,
gotta be.
it's been a
Yeah.
couple of years since Dark
Yeah.
Age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm calling him 12.
And
or
he's got
so.
the brain of an adult. It's like Poor Things, but backwards.
Yeah. Well, he's Pax's age. So how old is Pax? He's Pax's age.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
11,
13,
12 or whatever.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In there.
Oh, I hope it's not Pax.
Oh my
I
God.
doubt it.
That would not. No, there's no way. that
No,
would be-
there's no way it's
That
a
would be
little
terrible.
gory, a little sad, and then have him having a good
That's
day.
a little sad. Let's kill more children. Yeah, the first one went over well.
I think we went. I think
Oh.
we got over that in Dark Age.
That reminds me, I've been getting a lot of my friends to read it, but they mostly read like fairy smut. So Red Rising's like a little dark for them. And my friend, I was
And
like
a little sexless,
a
probably.
sexless, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, "Where's the romance? Why is there so much?" My friend Nicole
Aha,
said,
tricked you.
she said, "Oh, I stopped reading after the baby," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty tough." And I was like, "But you're almost like done with the series. Just keep going." She goes, "No, the first book, she was pregnant," and I was like, "Are you kidding?" I was like, "That baby."
We killed that baby ages ago.
Worst baby. I was like, you better not keep reading that.
We got way
Yeah,
worse
you
babies than
were.
I was like, oh, that upset you?
You are not the
Okay,
worst.
well,
that.
you can't read
man.
Not
Dark
the
Age.
story for you.
There's no way.
Oh man.
I was like, I forgot about that baby.
Yeah.
Moved
Forgot
way
she
past
was
that one.
pregnant.
Off-screen death.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, we didn't even know that baby.
Yeah. That was a throwback that we
Yeah.
even learned
Didn't
that
even
the
have a
baby was.
name.
Right. So I didn't mention the execution of a born child, but
Yeah.
but I said, yeah, maybe you should not.
Probably
keep
not the
reading.
series for her. Yeah.
Keep reading your smut. But
Yeah.
she gave me a book to read, and I was like listening to the audiobook, and I was like laughing out loud. It was so obnoxiously, it was like orgies, but like
Oh.
intense.
Oh, God.
And I said, I couldn't, I was like walking around listening. She was like, you can't listen to it. It's worse. Because it's like pornographic. I mean,
Yeah.
these fairy smut girlies, tentacle
I
porn.
know.
I mean, it's like I'm just like, where is the blood and guts, guys?
Yeah.
So yeah,
There you go.
whimsy's not for me. Tentacle porn, not for me.
Mm.
I just need Red Rising, just science
Oh.
fiction and fantasy. I don't
Yeah.
need all this.
Oh.
But
That is such a
No.
wide spectrum.
yeah,
Whimsy, tentacle porn.
don't like
Red Rising.
I feel like Whimsy is maybe like the middle of the spectrum. Red Rising's the other end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah,
So then the Lysander at Atlantia scene, you just tuned that out and you were like, we are never revisiting this
I mean,
again.
I hope that was gross for everyone because that
It
was
was. It was.
incest. That was Game of
that
Thrones
was
type.
parental fingering.
Yeah.
It was disturbing. It's
Yeah,
disturbing
it was
that
terrible.
that's
It was
the
awful.
one sex scene in the entire series.
Right, and Pierce is very light on the set. I mean that
That's the
I can
whole
get
joke
through
of our
Pierce's
podcast.
Yeah.
sex scenes.
Yeah. There's no sex.
Yeah,
until that
Pierce
scene.
is not writing any smut. That's for sure. Unless you're into like BDSM murder.
Enough
Yeah.
films.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What's the one where they kill people?
Yeah. That's what you were looking for.
Erotophonophilia.
That's what I meant to say. Thank you. Now I'm looking at
They talk
Crescent's
about it
hat, and I'm
in the
like,
book.
Could mine be more like Crescent's hat?
Oh, we're
Yes.
back to should it be?
I forgot that Atalantia is into that.
Yeah.
Into
Yeah.
choking.
No,
Erotophonophilia.
into
No, killing
Oh.
people
yeah.
Yeah.
for
She also
sexual
likes-
gratification.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. She's scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
such a weirdo.
And that's why Trig got radicalized. He went to the Suns after
Right.
Oh, I
clearing
didn't
out
know
her,
that.
her rose garden. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, fuck.
Take the
Yep.
Zola down.
Yeah. I could use some Z.
Yeah. Can we all?
You would.
Do you want to
But yeah.
play a game?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Great.
All right. We have
I
a
have
new
a choice.
thing. You
George
do.
Floyd.
We have a new segment that we've been doing called Sleepless in Sungrave, and these are all submitted
Aw.
anonymous callers, quote unquote. Some of them will be characters we know, and some will be random submissions of just,
Speaking of,
yes.
you guys should go watch our most recent
Oh,
reel if you like Apple,
yeah.
because it's
You
a,
made
it's a
Crescent read one as Apollonius.
Nice.
yeah,
All right.
written by Meringue.
Oh.
You get the binary code one.
No, I haven't put that in here. I'm gonna swab that one. There is new ones that were submitted today, and I did not put them in the jar. So what we're gonna do is I will read it out. We have to give advice, and then after we will say who the character is, so you can pretend that you don't know who the character is.
It's like an advice podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sleepless in
It's an
Seattle.
advice podcast.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I recently rewatched it. Great rewatch.
I just watched it for the first time.
Yeah,
Last
we.
weekend.
Sweet. For the first time?
Yeah,
The
he had
first
never
time.
seen it, and then
That's
we
classic.
had already recorded something called "Sleepless in Sungrave," and he did not understand the context.
Didn't get the
bit. Next week we
Meg
do.
Ryan.
You've got mail. Yeah,
Yeah.
You've watched You've Got Mail.
no,
have
he
not.
hasn't. It's my favorite.
You,
What's that?
terrible.
Yeah,
You have to
it's the
watch it.
best.
Go. Right after this.
That's our Den rewatch next, or our
Yeah.
Den watch.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
You've Got Mail is so great. It's probably
Apparently,
better.
it holds up way better.
Way better than Sleepless in Seattle, where I was like, she's a little creepy in this. She's a little stalkerish.
And the radio lady is pushy, man.
Oh my god.
She's like,
Yeah.
put your dad on
Yeah,
the phone.
like how-
Why are you
how-
sad?
how
Oh, your
do you
wife
still have a
died?
license?
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're unlicensed, so we're allowed to be pushy
Okay.
during this.
Okay.
right?
Nice.
Dear Sleepless in Sungrave, I've been feeling a little tyranty recently. If anyone asks, it's not my fault you all are hungry. And I think it's starting to affect my dreams. My sheets are as gold as me with how much I've been pissing the bed. I can't seem to recall my mother's face, but somehow Jove has cursed me every night to see the face of a deranged goblin who abducted me by throwing me in a bag after choking me out and jumping out a window. Sure, I've shot multiple of his friends in the face by now, but I can't for the life of me understand how that warrants a knife being named after me. Should I destroy a planet or a moon to blow off some steam? Signed, a well-meaning genocidal gold. What advice do we have for this?
I think you should shoot yourself in the face.
Yeah. That seems like a great plan.
I was gonna say you should also jump out a window.
Just suicide. Suicide.
Yeah.
Just get rid of yourself so we don't have to look at you anymore.
Yeah.
Is this good advice?
I think so. I think they just
Yeah,
need
for
to.
this caller, absolutely. I think he just
Yeah.
needs
He
to,
did, yeah. I mean, he did admit to being, genocidal.
And-
So
yeah.
But a well-meaning genocide. He wants a well-meaning genocide.
Yes,
you
those
should take the
famously
Edme and eat it. Eat the Edme. See what happens.
But only once you're in space. You can't transmit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it
Try
on
it
your
on
own.
yourself.
Get on your own pod, like
Patient
Lifestyle.
one
escape
and
pod.
only.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I don't know how much advice they think we can give off this one. It sounds like you shouldn't destroy a
Maybe-
planet or a moon.
Yeah, you probably
should
shouldn't.
destroy yourself.
Maybe go to therapy.
yeah, let's start with therapy. I think that's
Yeah.
good.
There's
Maybe
no
talk to
therapy in
someone.
space.
Talk to
Don't be
some-
ridiculous.
Some
Maybe like
issues
cut
about
your
your
thumbs
mom. Oh, pandemonium chair.
pandemonium chair
Ooh.
Get
yourself.
those memories of your mom back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ask Mustang for help. She can turn you into a
Like,
little
spike you.
melty version of yourself.
Kind of just delete everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean slate
Slate.
protocol.
And then ask yourself what your mom would think, because I don't think she's going to be impressed.
Exactly.
I think she was a
Who
reformer.
raised you?
Yeah.
Evil grandma.
Evil grandma.
Yeah, for real.
I like it.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Obviously, it's Lysander.
I mean,
It's pronounced bitch sander.
Bitch Sander.
correct.
Cry Sander.
Cry Sander.
All right, one
Oh
more.
my gosh, that reminds me of how annoyed, like on our rereads, I was getting with Lysander's like method acting, crying throughout the book several times. I was just like
Oh.
Shut up.
eye rolling at him. He's so obnoxious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I just picked up another Lysander one, so I'm not gonna do a back-to-back Lysander. Okay, this is a good one, but it's a sad one. Also, we do have a rule with this jar that there is one in there that is the saddest possible scenario of the entire book, and if we get it, we get to pick another one after it. So we will deal with it. We'll give advice, but then we can't end the episode on
Yeah.
it because it is the saddest
That's not-
possible.
That's not the one you pulled, right?
No. The other one, it's like, nah, all right, we've had enough Lysander. This one is not Lysander. All right, Sleepless in Sungrave. I'll be honest, it's not often I don't know what to do. Since when are feelings harder to wield than a razor? What started off as a rivalry, I think, has grown into something more. And the problem is, she's the niece of, let's call him my boss. Someone I've come to respect above almost all others. That feels like dangerous waters. She and I have been sniping at each other since day one, and before I knew it, there wasn't anyone else I'd rather bicker with. Like, if she's not at my side, I can't concentrate on anything but wonder where she is. It's alarming to say the least. I have a job to do, and I'm losing sleep over this. Help. XX manic on Mercury.
Ooh.
My advice would
Get off Mercury immediately.
Put a
My
helmet on.
advice-
Put a helmet on. Yeah.
my advice would be to communication.
Yes.
Be
Express
honest
your
with how you
feelings,
feel
'cause you don't know how
before
much-
it's too late.
Yes, you don't know how much
Yeah.
time you have left.
Mhm.
Be honest. Say
Yeah.
it.
You might be running out of time soon.
What are you waiting
Yeah.
for? You're in a war zone.
Yeah, what are
Yeah.
you scared of?
You might have to go rescue a bunch of people, and then also
Yeah. And also, like,
83,604 to be exact.
oh.
remember that
Look at-
number, but not Marcher 1540. I keep changing it.
Different number every
Closer,
time.
Yeah. I would also say that if you're gonna take her on like a date, don't do it to like the fancy
no
persons. Like, yeah, just
Yeah.
No, like go to like some grungy club.
casual. Yeah,
Make sure she
casual walk
puts
on the
on-
beach.
She should put on her Drachenjäger suit and carry you to dinner.
Yeah.
Ooh, Princess Carrie by a Drachenjäger.
Yeah. And then you'll be high up and not in the library.
Yeah. I like it.
Yes.
What we're saying is libraries are bad. Don't go there.
Crescent, it looks
You've
like
learned
you're
everything
in
you
a
need to know.
library.
Yeah.
This is
Booze
obviously a
library.
bar. It's a library of whiskey.
A boozeberry.
Yeah. Ooh, boozeberry. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, poor
Aw.
Alex.
We call that
Mm.
yuccaflux.
Yucca flux.
Yucca Right.
Is that a Canadian thing?
Yeah, what is that?
It's jungle juice.
Oh,
Blah,
jungle
blah,
juice.
blah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I know
okay.
what jungle
Crawler.
juice is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trawler.
Porch crawler.
Porch crawler.
Porch crawler.
Oh, do you know what that is? We don't have that down here.
It's
know
it's
what
like
a
jungle
porch is?
juice. You just
Oh.
stick
Yep.
everything in the giant.
We do have porches.
Feel like there's some context there.
Porches.
Or
Crawling
you're gonna
on them.
crawl across it. Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
will not be walking.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, poor
Well,
Alex and
Sleepless.
Rona.
Sleepless.
Yeah.
Sleepless and Sungrave. Do you have any book recommendations now that we're waiting for Red God? What are you guys reading?
Ooh. You're not gonna like
Count of
mine,
Monte
Aaron,
Cristo.
because it's
Is
yeah,
it
Count of
whimsical?
Monte Cristo. We have to do the
Is
read
it pornographic whimsy?
It's not
It is neither
pornographic,
of
but
those
it is
things.
whimsy. No, so yeah, Count of Monte Cristo is what the Den is reading because it's one of Pierce's favorites, and then we're gonna at the end of
Nice.
May have Meringue and Fox on to discuss the connections to Red God. So it's
Ooh, Red God.
1,300 pages. It's a
I was gonna say
lot.
that's a fat one.
Yeah.
Have you read that?
It's a
I didn't.
lot.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I went to a high school
I-
where they didn't
I
make
honestly
me read
started
it.
it a while. I started it probably like 2 years ago, and I was just like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's chonky.
Rough.
It's a big one.
Oh my gosh.
And it's
I
like,
originally
yeah,
had to
I,
read it in French, so this will be my first English read through of it.
oh wow.
Wow. Bingo baby.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's what
That is
Yeah.
a chunk.
That's a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I
having
got
trouble
a little-
actually finding the time to start it, so I used my $1 Audible hack to buy a 52-hour long Audible.
Ooh.
Are you
Yeah.
going on 3-speed or?
No, just 1.5.
What road trip do you have to go on to make
Yeah.
it 52 hours?
drive down
Also, I'm back.
here.
Yeah. There you go. Other than that, I am
gosh.
rereading The School for Wayward Children, which is so much whimsy. It's the mentality is it's a boarding school for kids who have gone off to magical worlds and returned to our own and can't survive. Think about it. Is Dorothy goes to Oz or Alice goes to Wonderland and they've come back
Yeah.
and they're like, hey, I've been on this adventure, and everyone's like, you are clinically insane.
Yeah. Or Narnia or Harry
I like
Potter.
that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a boarding school of all these kids who are trying to
might
find
like
their
it.
doors back to
That
they're
sounds
all
kinda fun.
novellas, so they're all real small.
Oh,
They're
nice.
like 120 pages
I'll
each.
try it.
Yeah.
I liked
It's
The Umbrella Academy was
Oh,
whimsical.
yeah, yeah.
The show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
also murdery.
Yeah.
There was a
Very
lot of
Yep.
blood.
Yeah.
Is
That's
there blood?
there is the first book in Wayward Children is actually a murder mystery because
Hey.
Oh, nice.
a bunch of them start getting murdered and they have to figure out
Oh,
like
great.
which of the students
Sounds
is
good.
doing this? Like who's killing other
Okay.
students?
Murdered children. I'm gonna
Yeah.
love it.
They're like teenagers, but
I'm
yeah.
gonna write it down. School of
Um,
Wayward Children.
Yeah, school. What's the first one? Every Heart a Doorway is the first one. But yeah, I'll send it to you. It's very good. What are you guys reading right now?
I got into, well, I had read like Dune and Dune Messiah last year, and then Dune 2 came out, and I was like, I'm gonna give Children of Dune a try, even though like the end of Dune Messiah got pretty weird. And I was kind of like, I'm not sure I want to keep going. Now I'm like, I don't know, 200 pages halfway through Children of Dune, and it's quite weird.
Yeah, you were telling. I've only seen the movies, and I was like, should I read them? And Ben was like,
Yeah. So I probably will be stopping after this one, but
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm doing it because
It's
I
kinda
wanted
like,
to see what happens.
did you guys read Ender's Game and then like keep going?
Only
I
went,
only
like-
read Ender's Game and then I stopped.
Yeah.
I went like
Ender's
5
Shadow,
or 6 books in, where halfway through like 5 or 6, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I remember I was in my guest room like making the bed, and I just like took my headphones out. I was like, I quit. Get my Audible credit.
I could kind of tell it was going that way. And you had
Yeah.
told me that,
We've
obviously.
quite
Yeah.
literally lost the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these old books, it's like they didn't know when to quit.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
gotta have a plan. We gotta
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I would say like Dune Messiah is definitely worth checking out because it's kind of like the whole story of Paul.
Yeah, and he's like a total asshole with 2 ladies.
No,
Spoiler.
not necessarily. I mean, he's kind of. He is not the good guy. But and then
ladies.
Children of Dune is like his sister and then his children take over,
So yeah, we just
And
go
it
way
says-
too long.
and then some characters come back from the first book, and then it starts getting really
Yeah,
out there.
but I know you haven't seen Dune 2, Alicia, but the fight scene between Austin Butler and someone, it's like so fast. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like-
yeah, the final duel.
it was like so tense. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
I know 100
I'll get
people have
there
told you to
soon.
watch it, but like,
They do like a really good job of making Dune digestible.
Yeah.
And like
did
easy
you
to follow.
did you watch the 1984 version, or was it?
I have seen the
book?
1980s. I have seen the 80s version.
I've
of
seen
it.
most of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
you
I have seen it, but what if I told you that I saw it at church? Like so that we could compare it to the Bible. Like what if
That's
that was
You
my
could compare it to the Bible. That's awesome.
It's like, well, these are both books.
last year? When did Dune 1 come out? Was it last year?
It's like
No,
2
no,
years
it's
ago.
22,
21?
21 or
Yeah.
22.
Okay, so before I was like, I haven't read the book, so I'm gonna watch the 80s version, and I was like alone. It was like a Sunday morning. I like watched it in the morning, and the whole time I was
It's-
like, what the
It really leans.
So
into
you
the
were
weird
also
stuff, yeah.
watching it
happening?
instead of church. This is what I
And I was like, this is very biblical.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So you can't compare that to the new movie.
That's what I
Yeah,
hear. And it's not that I'm against watching it, is that anything I watch, like I have to be forced. I have to be like sat
Oh.
down. And
you
this
don't.
is
You're
like
not a movie.
or TV. Yeah.
I'm bad about that too.
Well,
Yeah, like
If you
people
go
are
in
like,
IMAX,
you will
though,
love
you're-
this, and I'm like,
worse.
okay, I'm sure I will, but well, that's it. Is Dune 2 being out, and my store, that like my bookstore I work in, is directly across from a movie theater, and I see it every day, and I'm like, I should just directly after work
Stop it.
walk across the hallway.
You should. Yeah.
But have I yet?
I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but tomorrow morning, Saturday or Sunday morning, Just put Dune 1 on HBO
Okay.
or whatever it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
And it's
give you
pretty
my
long.
Amazon Prime.
You could do it in like 2 or 3 sittings. It's a long movie, but
Okay.
They go fast, so I
Yeah.
feel like it's like I didn't
Yep.
feel like we sat
I,
down and
uh,
watched a 3-hour
I
movie.
didn't realize that it was not the full thing when I watched it.
Yeah,
the first
I was
one.
like,
yeah.
oh
No.
man, yeah. I was like, oh fuck, and then wait,
Yeah, I
what?
watched the 80s version, and then Ben and I go to IMAX and see Dune 1. And then when it ended, I was like, where's the rest of it? And at one point, like halfway through, I remember I checked my time because I was like, how are they going to wrap this up?
Yeah.
They're going way too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea that it wasn't the whole thing.
Oh,
and then,
okay.
Yeah, the movie ended, and you were like, yeah, you didn't know that? Like,
Well, now I have beef with them because as a bookstore employee, they have started putting on the movie tie-in. It says now a motion picture Dune 2. And I'm like, so the book looks like it's only Dune Part 2 and the amount of people who are coming in being like, but I want Dune 1. And you're like, it's the same.
It's what
It's
Dune
just-
1.
that's
Yeah.
bad marketing.
It's just like
Amazing.
that's when you go, okay, you have to buy this book and I'll give you Dune 2.
Yeah.
And then you take it and you split it in half and you rip it down the
Yeah.
spine and then you hand them it back out.
Yes. And here's Dune 1 and Dune 2.
Yeah. It says like
Nice.
now a motion picture Dune Part 2. And I'm like, and Part 1.
Yep.
I will say, if you watch them both, then you can get in on all the funny TikToks, and there's a lot of good content.
Yeah, there's
He's
a lot
not
of
gay.
going around.
Okay, well, I see all of the like hitting the blankets and like everyone's
calling
getting
the
their
sandworm.
cats. The like,
Yeah.
yeah, the cats are
The
all.
weenie dog like falls off the bed.
Well, and
do you call your
Jesse Scarab, Red Prince Rising, got like
Oh my
viral. He ended up on Jimmy
Yes. That
Fallon
was
for it.
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, I know that guy.
But the craziest part was
Yep.
I saw his video on TikTok, and I was like, that's so cool. And then Ben texted me and was like, Jesse's going viral. And I was like, was that him? I like didn't even know it was him. I just like saw it.
Yeah.
It was just like in my feed, you know.
Oh, the
Yeah.
funniest thing, I was at work and I'm a team lead. And so I was talking to my team and we were doing just like a start of the meeting. And I was like, all right, talking about this viral video. I was like, you guys, have you seen this viral video? I was like, it's
You're like,
amazing.
"It's good."
It's Dune 2. I was like, this is my friend. I know him. And everybody's like, no, we haven't seen it. I was like, it's like got like 3 million views on mine. I was like,
We are the opposite. That all my
Yeah, you guys are a bunch
all
of
my
fucking nerds.
coworkers had all seen it because we all work at a bookstore. So I was like, "Oh my god, look what my friend did!" And everyone was like, "I've already seen this." And I was like, "Well, I know him." So then I'm pulling up
Yeah,
pictures
I've
from
drunk with
HowlerPod.
this
I'm
guy.
like, "Look at me and him at HowlerCon."
I know.
it was like the most disappointing thing. And I was like,
You were
well,
trying to get some clout.
I
with your
know. And I
team.
was like, I'll send you guys the link, I guess. Like,
Aw.
losers.
yeah. It's just like, damn it.
I guess they're
Does
not
teams
losers.
allow
They're not
TikTok
watching
videos?
TikToks.
Oh, yeah,
this
isn't it
I was
banned
gonna,
on
yeah,
there?
I sent them like the news article or whatever. I just linked it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
TikTok's still
fun.
there.
Good
It's
for
just
him.
will be banned in the U.S. Right? Isn't
Mhm.
that the thing?
Is it banned for you guys? We still have it.
No,
don't
it's
know.
not.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you guys
No, it's
put
banned,
it through.
it's pretty banned for you guys.
They're trying to ban
Oh, they're
it.
trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whatever.
we still have it.
I'll just go back to cross stitching.
I'm not on it.
Real
So.
whiplash.
Well,
Yep.
It's too dangerous for me.
it's my
I'm like,
doom scrolling.
Yeah. I
late
get
at
sucked
night.
in.
Yeah,
Doom
and then
scrolling.
you get
Doom
doom
scrolling.
scrolling. No,
I
Doom
have
does
like
not show up
a
on mine.
designated TikTok time. It's like after John and I watch a show, then we both like look at our phones for 30 minutes and then we go to bed. That's like my TikTok time.
It's hard to stop at 30
Well,
minutes. So.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, TikTok time's over.
No, the key
Wow, you
is
guys are
for me
disciplined.
is when I like at night, so I'm scrolling through it, and it's mostly either war crimes, history, or Taylor Swift. Like I have a very interesting algorithm.
The big
And then
three of
at some
Canada.
point, when when you get to a certain point in the night, it becomes like, hoof trimming videos, and that's the moment you're like, I've stayed
No, that's
up too
horse girl
much.
TikTok. That's what I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoof GP.
You're getting horse girl TikTok.
Yeah. I'm like, I need to
man.
go to bed.
In
I need to
COVID,
go
I
to
was
bed
like
now.
deep into
Yeah,
hoof GP.
yeah. You're like, is that an abscess? Let's cut into it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks like a white
You're
line
like, is that a
defect.
cow's foot? It's fucking weird. Yeah, I'm on horse girl talk, man. I got tons of farm videos. Great.
I work on dairy farms on a not infrequent basis, and now I'm like looking at their hooves. I'm like, are they in good shape? Oh, that one's got a block.
They nailed that in there. Even about.
Yeah.
Now I know how to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, I'll say
All
what
right.
I'm reading.
Yeah.
That was all what Ben was reading.
Sure.
So I was just on Words of Whiskey to talk about The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. And Cross told me about the novellas that I hadn't read. That's like short stories that are still in canon with those books, but I'd never read them. So I had read that series without the short stories. So now I'm reading Sharp Ends by Joe
okay.
Abercrombie, and it's like side quests with the characters that are in the main
Ooh, okay.
series.
Mm.
The little extra,
Yeah. I like
extra
that. I
Joe.
like that.
It's great.
Nice.
Easy breezy.
Yeah, I haven't done any Joe Abercrombie. I feel like I should, but I haven't.
You would if you love Pierce Brown, you would love Joe Abercrombie.
Okay.
It's an easy crossover.
Yep.
I'm very
You
slowly
haven't-
picking away at
I
the
have
first book of that.
I have the one sitting on my shelf. I need to start it.
Which one?
Blade itself.
Okay. Did you read Wax and Wayne?
No, I haven't read any of them.
Oh, so good. So
Yeah.
good.
I haven't read him.
Yeah, Cross got me into Joe Abercrombie. And then, whenever I watch Book Talk and then they tell me to read stuff and then I get mad because it's bad, I'm like, I just should go ask Cross what to read. Why am I listening to Book
Process
Talk?
my taste.
Cross knows everything.
And Book Talk, I have like a list of 4,000 books now. I'm just like, I don't know. Did you read what's the big popular one, The Crown of Thorns and
Oh
whatever?
no, I
Sword of
haven't.
Thorn?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm into bestiality.
Is that what's going on in those books?
The fuck?
Jeez, really?
I think it's like a Beauty and the Beast situation.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes
there's a
sense.
lot
Yeah,
of-
and I'm like, I don't know if I want to. It's a little on the line of
Interesting.
maybe
It's very fairy. Yeah, it's fairy porn.
Very
is
smut,
what-
yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if I'd like.
It got this is my insider book industry. That series started in YA teen section and just got at some point pulled. And I'm like, you're just the romance adult side. Like we can no longer have you on
Getting
this side of the
too
store.
smutty.
That's
You have to
hilarious.
go over here. And so they they
kinda like- I mean,
rebranded
Red Rising-
everything. Yeah.
I feel like they tried to YA Red Rising, and it was like, this is pretty murdery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first book
Well, it's just like
for
the-
Red
yeah.
Rising came out in the US was YA. In Canada was always sci-fi, except for in French. French put it in the teen section.
Mhm.
And then when
Because
Golden
French
Sun
people
came
are
out-
like, this is.
yeah, they're like, well,
Yeah, they're all about murder.
Our kids
Yeah.
drink wine.
and it was I think it was Morning Stars when they went, nope, we're gonna put that
Yeah.
into science fiction.
Moved
Yeah.
it back over. Have you read Red Rising in French?
I have. Yeah, just the
Wow.
first
Fun.
one. Just the first
Is it
one.
different? Like,
That's
does it
cool.
hit a different part of your personality?
It's an interesting because the slang is off. And that's how I ended up reading it, is because everyone was like, well, what's bloody damn in French?
French.
Because that's and it's something, I forget what it is, something fou, which is like fool. But yeah, so it's like the slang is different, so it is a little bit interesting. And I mean, all translations are always, they're not
Yeah.
the best. Because
Really?
they will hire people who don't know the exact actual like meaning
There's just
of
something
words.
kind
meaning
of
behind it.
lost.
Yeah.
Like, I read Three Body Problem, and I like that book, but like,
that's on my book talk list. It's gonna be a
there's
show.
definitely like
Say, that's
parts
on
of
my
it that are
Netflix
just.
list.
Yeah.
It's just parts of it that are kind of clunky, just because it's a Chinese to English. So it's
Yeah.
just like, it's not quite fully,
Yeah.
like there.
There's not like the nuance.
Yeah.
Got it.
But I like the
Interesting.
book, and supposedly
Yeah.
the show is awesome.
Okay, I'll read it next.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I feel like with translations, you can always get the gist of it. but
Right.
the emotions and feelings are not always
Right. It just doesn't
there.
quite hit
Yeah.
like it does in like your native tongue
Yeah.
or whatever, you
Yeah.
know.
My favorite example
That's
of this is
fun.
there is a manga called I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. And it sounds like this, like, what? But in Japanese, pancreas is like the heart. So it's in the same manner of like, I want to steal your heart, which in English, like, is both romantic, but you translate that into anything else and like, what do you mean you're taking my heart? Like, what do you mean?
You're trying to eat Are you a vampire?
Yeah, what is happening? So I want to eat your pancreas for us is like this disturbing, but like it's actually this
What?
very romantic book. You're
That's
like,
funny.
yeah, lost in translation, that one.
Yes, for sure.
You think they catch that one?
Right?
That's the title.
It's the title of it. It's like an entire manga series. Yeah.
Nice.
Makes me laugh every time. But anyway.
Oh, not manga, but anime. I just finally watched Blue Samurai. That was so good.
Oh fuck yeah!
Did you guys
So
watch
good.
that?
I haven't watched
Yep.
it.
Peaches.
What is that on?
Netflix?
Netflix. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
did you watch Arcane? Evan?
I checked it
Is
out.
it the same studio?
Yeah. No, but it's the same like violent
Yeah,
cartoon.
same sort of style. Yeah.
It's like
Actually,
I always
it
loved.
reminds me of some of the animation style in Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh, I haven't watched that, but I think was Miles on
Oh,
it?
I recommend Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah, I have
They're all
like a
short
browser
episodes.
page full of things I'm supposed to watch. That's on there.
I need to give Arcane another try.
I fucking loved it. I watched it twice.
Good. I just
I
finished
could
it.
just like you can just like see the Howlers like on the flying hover bike things. It's like this could so
Oh, for
easily
sure.
be Red Rising. Yeah.
I think Red Rising should be animated in the style of Arcane.
Yeah, me too. My only problem is that it takes so long to make.
But I mean,
But
so does
right,
live action.
so do
Yeah.
live action.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree just because like I'm just so worried they're gonna like like the Magicians or any show where it's just like
Yeah.
fucking ruins the
Well, that's just a
book.
bad book anyway.
Sure, but the show is even worse. I mean, there's so many examples,
Yeah.
even but
Yeah.
where it's like one
Yeah.
one actor can ruin the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm torn on that because like I agree like the world fits animation a lot better probably like
Especially the different sizes of people and
Yeah.
and just like that
they're gonna
that
like hobbit
aspect
it.
But I also want Red Rising to go mega. Like I want
Yeah.
it to go mega, and
And
it will
y-
never do that animated. It would do it
Sure.
live action.
I mean,
It's because you want to go mega with HowlerPod.
Yeah.
Trying to be famous out here.
You guys
Like
are already
Jesse.
famous.
yeah. You guys,
guys
have been bought out. It's wild.
Yeah.
We got bought out.
You guys
Negative.
walked
You
into
guys are
HowlerCon
sluts.
and everyone was like, what? Actually, even when you joined the den, everyone was like, they're here. We're like, yeah. here
Holy
they are."
shit.
And they're like, Erin's old. She doesn't know how to use Discord.
We're just wildly disappointed with both of us.
They're here. Oh, no, they're not. You guys talk so fast. I was like, what the fuck
I know,
is happening?
You can't be at
And I was like, which one do I click on?
Listen,
There's like
let's start
there's
you
almost 800
slowly.
of us now.
Yeah, let's start you slowly. Just join in Legend Legion. There is 20 of us that are allowed in that chat. It's very.
Okay,
We're talking
I can
about the
do-
eclipse right now.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I
nice.
just ordered my NASA approved glasses, and I'm
Nice.
going to give you and John some when you go to Vegas because you'll see a partial eclipse
Yeah.
on Monday.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll be drunk as fuck. Dude,
You-
but I'm going to
What
give
the
you
fuck is
safety
going on?
glasses.
What's going on in my eyes?
Yeah.
We went to
Albuquerque.
last year
The
for
balloon
like
fiesta.
for the lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah, my dad was
Um,
there.
Yeah.
Just
Yes, we
kidding.
talked to you about that. Yeah.
Are you Aisha's dad?
That was cool.
Yeah.
That we saw the Ring of Fire down
Yeah.
Ring
there.
of fire.
Yeah.
The craziest part about that is we're in a field with thousands of people, and there's all these fucking balloons, and then we all stand there, and there's this band that's like, And we're just like sitting in a field staring at the sun. I'm like, this feels like the 1950s.
It was. Yeah.
It was very wholesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, your Kansas City is partial eclipse too, right? Like
Yeah,
you're
we're-
gonna be. I'm in total.
You
I'm
are?
in total
Nice.
eclipse.
Yeah.
40%.
So we
Yeah,
saw the
you
total
get like
lunar,
almost nothing. Crescent.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
both will get
Personal.
partial. Vegas gets partial.
There's a portion of Missouri that's
Yeah,
that's like
they're in the
the
total.
southeast corner. Yeah.
I'm not going down there.
No, yeah.
We
that's,
are-
Don't go down there.
that's a dangerous part of the country.
Unless you're wearing a Trump shirt, you should not go down there.
We're in a state of emergency because of the eclipse. Because
wild.
a
'Cause
million.
people like wreck their cars.
Well, no, because I'm so close to Niagara
Tourist.
Falls, and Niagara Falls is in total. It's in the true total eclipse that it's the
Oh.
ultimate
People
you
like
can get.
flooding.
So they're expecting 1 million people to show up just on the Canadian side, not even on the
Holy
American
shit.
side. 1 million
That's-
people.
Fucked.
So it's
Just to
funny.
look at the fucking sun.
Yeah, so driving to work every morning, normally there's like things of like, watch your speed. Like, do you have snow tires? Like, whatever. And all of them right now are like, April 8th, the eclipse is coming. Be prepared. Like, all of them.
Do
And it's
not
like,
leave your
work
house.
from home.
This is fucking 12, 12, 12. Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's like work from home. And all of them, it just starts, and it's funny because they have to do it bilingual. So it'll say eclipse, and the E has a little accent on it so that one word can be both languages. And then it says
It's
like
both.
April 8th, Avril, like wheat, like work from home, like translate the hour. It's like be prepared,
Nice.
arrive early, and all of this. And it's like everybody
My
calm
gosh.
down.
Well, we'll check in after, make sure you survive.
But yeah.
When
I
you
Yeah,
get
work
there.
that day.
Did you even know what was happening?
Not really. I saw something about it the other week. Yeah.
Well, I got you NASA approved glasses
Thank
again.
you.
Okay.
We left ours in Albuquerque. I'm like, great, I don't have to buy them again.
Yeah.
Just make like
Nice.
Skipper's dad and steal them.
My dad stole them from a farmer's market.
Nice.
Well, it is paper. Like
Yeah.
it is
Yeah,
like, why am
exactly.
I spending
It's a racket.
$20?
Yeah, what are you
They're-
growing glasses?
They're
Not fucking
branded-
likely.
Yeah.
They're branded with the like local university, so I'm sure it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. But
Well,
I will
that
be
was
hanging out in my
recorded, so
backyard.
now the cops are coming for your dad.
It's fine. They can have our paper glasses, and the fact that I have a bottle of gin for 2 years crossing state, like
Yeah,
country
it's both
borders,
Canadian and
international.
U.S.
Like,
beer.
you didn't know.
I didn't know.
You're
Yeah.
innocent.
Like I said, it just
And now
goes to
your seat
show
works.
if you believe your lies, nobody will question them.
There you
It's
go.
fine.
Just pandemonium share yourself.
It's fine.
Yep.
That's our
I like
lesson.
it. All right. Love it.
To be
Cool. Well,
everybody's
thank
awesome.
you guys so much.
This has been
is
so
fun
much
talking
Yeah,
to
fun.
thank you guys
know.
for coming on.
We need to do this more than every
We
6
talked for-
months.
5 minutes
Yes.
about Lightbringer. It's great.
Yeah.
It's good. I know. I was like, what are we talking about today? You're like, I don't know.
Fuck all.
I had a
Everything.
list. I had a list including the fact that you bailed us out of jail. Thank you for that. We might
Yeah.
need
Oh,
that
yeah,
again in
thank
2
you.
weeks.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely gonna need that.
We're
again
always
in 2
good for
weeks.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
forgot
Cross
about
might
that.
also
We'll
need to
bail
be
you
bailed
guys
out
out,
of
but
jail.
yeah, we are leaving Cross in jail.
Cross can
For
stay in
sure.
Canadian jail.
All right.
That's fine.
Yes. Also, Canadian jail is probably pretty nice.
Polite, and
Yeah. Depending on what you're in for, but yeah.
Fresh spring water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for my sunglasses eventually making it back to us.
nice.
Were those
I don't
yours?
have them yet. I don't have them
mailed
yet, but
Ross was like, I don't know whose
Oh,
these
yes.
are.
That's hilarious.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're mine.
Did you hear the story of me like having a panic
No.
attack?
Oh my god, this is funny. You should let her tell it.
Go for it.
So I didn't mail. It was whiskey and 2 beers and your sunglasses.
Cross had left this at her
When-
house
Uh,
after HowlerCon.
Sharkbait Cassie had bought this whiskey in like
Super nice. Like
Yeah.
overseas,
it was like
right?
in Iceland or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So it was like I have to give it back to him, but he had left it because he didn't have room. And then I was so worried I would get in trouble because it's illegal to ship alcohol across state lines.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. So I put it in. I do like a Stitch Fix where they like send me clothes and I send them back or whatever. It's like clothing subscription. So I put it in like a Stitch Fix box so that it would look like not suspicious. And then I wrap it up and I go in, and anytime I've mailed stuff before, they're like, do you want the insurance? And you're like, no. Or is something in here worth more than $100? You're like, no. And then that's it. This guy, he weighs it. He goes, what's in the box? And I go, what? He goes, what's in here? And I was like, oh, just, it's like, I don't need the insurance or whatever. And he's like, no, but what is it? And I was like, it's like a craft. And he goes, a craft? I was like, it's like a glass bottle with like sand in it, you know, like one of those crafts. And he was like it's like a gift. He was like, okay, so should I just put gift? I was like, sure, yeah. And then I'm like, what the fuck was I saying? I was just trying to say anything except it's
Whiskey.
alcohol.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, it's alcohol. It's alcohol. It's alcohol. But I'm like, it's
a craft.
It's sand. Because I was thinking like, if he shook it, it would like slosh around.
Oh, you're smart. You're
terrible.
smart. You're on that.
And then like a day later, I saw on the Ring camera, there was a box on the porch. I was like, oh my God, they fucking sent it back. They know. And then John had ordered something. I was just so freaked out. And then Cross never told me he got it. So I was like, did they like steal it? Anyways, it made
That's
it
funny
there.
because I got probably the moment it showed up.
If I knew
got
they
a
were your
text.
sunglasses.
Yeah, I got a text that was just the bottle wearing my sunglasses. Is the text
nice.
I got, and I was like, great, my sunglasses. Thank you.
So yeah, it was whiskey or sunglasses and 2 HowlerCon beers. Because PJ,
Fuck yeah.
we bought like a rack of them and drank all of them except a couple. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
I have 2 left actually.
I have an empty.
not?
Yeah. I think
I
I
have
have
an
2
empty.
left. I have at least one. I have the empty there. Yeah, his is signed. He's got the sign.
Nice.
I bought
Oh, sick.
one six
You still have your.
pack and got the signed can.
Oh, nice.
Didn't you
Out
get
of-
your
out
shirt
of that
signed?
plat.
Yeah.
Or was it your arm?
Yeah, I got my Dark Age shirt signed.
Okay.
I got my book signed.
Yeah.
Lots of people had like
got a
penises
story.
drawn on it.
Yeah.
That
we
was
avoided that.
Red Wing, Jawbeat.
I
What
know
else is he doing?
Cassie had a penis or 2.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Yeah, he was. I think Badger got a peanut. Like, there's a
Nice.
bunch that he just by the
Everybody
end of
got
the
a
night was
penis.
like,
This is the creator of our favorite book series.
yeah. I just got my
I mean, he
face
did write
felt up.
several.
He just kept
Yeah.
like feeling my
Nice.
face the whole time.
There's
I
a lot
was
of
like,
love.
"Great, thanks."
going. Yeah. He sat on Ben's lap.
Yeah.
You should have done the Mark Norman joke.
Fun times, yeah. Oh god, yeah, that'd have been great. I think I was just in a
You just weren't talking.
yeah, nonverbal.
And then I was like, sit on my lap. And he said no. And I was like, damn. It's like,
He needed a few more drinks, and then he would have.
Yeah.
And then he would have
That
been
was
all
at the
over.
beginning.
yeah,
it.
it was early
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
He was just starting to get that twinkle in his eye.
yes.
Yeah,
We could see it coming.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, he fully
Severo
lifted Salem
deviancy.
like above his head.
yeah.
Like
I
Salem
remember
was
that.
on
It was
his
so
like
cool.
shoulder.
That was awesome. That was like
Yeah.
a movie scene or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do that too.
Yeah.
Probably lift Salem.
You could lift Salem on your shoulder? Hell yeah.
Come on.
HowlerCon
My dog
too,
weighs
we
70
would-
pounds. I can pick
I
him
mean,
up.
she is very
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, Salem is very small.
Can't weigh more
Yeah.
than my dog.
Howler 2, we're just going to pass Salem around. Who can lift Salem? With Salem's consent is the
game.
key. But yeah.
Salem's crazy. She's down for it.
I love
I'm
it.
sure.
Yeah.
We'll
gonna be great.
pretend she's Sophocles and we're saving her in the
Oh,
labyrinth.
yes.
Yeah.
Just tell her to dress up like a furry.
And it got weird.
And we'll all
Immediately.
carry her in a
Instantly.
And now it's weird.
Anyways.
All right.
that
Well, thank you very much for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank
This
you
has
guys
been
for coming on.
fantastic.
We love you
Yes.
guys.
Save the questions for next time, and we'll just
Oh yeah,
keep
yeah.
going.
Well,
the rest
people
of
are
the-
continuing to
absolutely,
submit them. Like
We
every
need to
day
be the
I
one
look
to
and
send
they
in.
do more.
So,
Yeah.
along with
clever,
our
you can
Sleepless
clever.
in Sungrave, we've decided we're going to do another monthly style of episode. And
Oh yeah.
Kipper has just lovingly titled them the ridiculous episodes. So
Love
our May episode is going to be what is it? Who, like, Red Rising characters, who would pick, like, how would they be at the airport?
Yeah, who's picking you up
Like,
at the airport?
Picking you up from the airport, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Next week.
I love the
Next week is Red Rising Taylor Swift crossover. So like,
Yeah.
which
nice.
which scenes is which Taylor Swift songs?
You guys are
essentially.
really good at coming up with their Red Rising content generation. I'm like jealous of getting ideas. for
Ben
this stuff.
doesn't get any help.
We have an entire
Happy to
den that I
separate.
lean on. No, it's the den. I sit there and go, we've been talking about which characters go to Barbie and which go to Oppenheimer for like 8 months at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, July, for the 1-year anniversary of Barbenheimer, we will be playing the game.
It's
of
already
who's
coming
seen-
up.
Yeah,
Feels like that was yesterday.
I know. No, July is at Barbenheimer.
It was several yesterdays. But
It's been, I think yesterday is the 8-month anniversary since HowlerCon, so it's almost a year.
Jeez,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yep.
That means the next one's coming up, right? Do we have to
Yeah.
wait for Red
Yeah, it's
God?
got to be in 4 months.
No.
Fuck.
We don't have to
We
wait
just-
for Red God. We're just doing it ourselves and inviting. Listen, if we just make
Yeah,
such
we'll
a big
invite
deal
Pierce
out of
and
it,
Joel
and then invite
and
Pierce.
Carl and everybody.
They'll
Ollie.
just come.
Yeah.
We could have a grassroots HowlerCon.
We
I feel like we
grassroots.
could do it.
Fuck yeah.
Set the date.
All right. Look at our calendars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
We'll invite
Make it-
Words and
I like
Whiskey.
it.
Make it
and
late
Hail,
summer or fall.
Hail Reaper,
Or
and then
like early fall
yeah.
type thing.
if
We-
the
we
four of
just
us
need a-
combine powers with the den, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I was
Could
just
we
like,
sell out Red Rocks?
yeah, we need a venue. How are we gonna do that? That's what I would wonder.
All right.
some money.
Everyone submit in our
We'll start a
comment section.
GoFundMe.
This is the Kickstarter. It'll
Yeah.
Yes. Ooh, Kickstart.
Actually, that's
HowlerCon.
not
Not a bad idea
unreasonable
there.
I feel like that shit's funded instantly.
All right.
That's actually
Instead of HowlerCon, though, we got to name it something else.
That's
'cause it's
not- yeah,
different.
'cause we
so it's
can't-
like Howlerchella or something.
yeah.
We like go to the desert.
Yeah, we need to start our own like break off
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we don't want to infringe on
No,
HowlerCon.
On the
no, it's
official.
and we
gonna
want
be
them
our
to keep
own.
that
Yeah.
going. But that's a good idea. Kickstarting it is really actually a good idea.
Listen, we
Yeah,
do a
actually.
Ben's like,
Kickstarter.
they're not giving
We
me
have to-
money.
We have to pick a
Well, we
city,
could just use
and then
the
we
money
do.
to actually
Yeah.
Yeah, Kickstarter will get you your
to
ticket.
make the party.
Get you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's literally just so
Different
we
levels.
can pay for the venue.
Exactly.
At this point, we can promise Fade to Obsidian and HowlerPod will show up. We can probably chorus Words and Whiskey. We don't
Hail
promise
Reaper Pod.
anybody
At
else.
least
Cross, maybe not
Yeah, we
PJ.
could probably.
Yeah.
Definitely Miles
Cross is a
and Thomas.
mandatory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I bet you we could get
Maybe
um,
Zeph. We could get Zeph.
Zeph could barbecue it up.
Yeah. Get him to
or
chef
Orange
it up.
Armory. I bet you would show up.
Oh, for
No,
sure.
we need to see the bone saw. He's
The
got to
war
rent
saw.
like a semi truck to get it there. We probably
I
need
like
to
this.
go to.
He actually,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard
Armory.
about Josh Orange Armory. He was looking at shipping all of his stuff to HowlerCon, and it ended up just being slightly more expensive for him to just drive himself and everything there
Yeah.
while renting
Yeah.
a vehicle.
Oh, I bet.
Jeez.
And you got to worry about shipping, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
well, yeah,
something.
like because the stun pike was like 7 feet long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get a trailer.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna let this
All right.
Yeah.
Howlerchella
Howlerchella.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Kickstarter.
a better name.
this-
Kickstarter idea.
This
Works
is
up
going
the
to be
name.
an Instagram reel,
It's
uh,
happening.
and it's we're gonna manifest it.
Yeah.
Join
It's
our
happening.
Kickstarter.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
We'll
Hey Sharks,
figure
have
it
you ever heard of Fred Rising?
Okay, so we'll go for Shark Tank in the U.S., but in Canada it's the Dragon's Den. So we're gonna aim for
that sounds
both
way
of them.
cooler. Nice.
Yeah, we still have
I'd
the
rather be on the
British.
Dragon's thing.
We stole off the British. It's fine. But yeah, we'll get this going. Everyone, make us go viral on this, and our Kickstarter
And we'll put the
will
link
be
to the
founded.
Kickstarter.
I will put my brain to figuring out a name for it.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
a better name.
All
Yes.
right, perfect.
Yeah, I'm not on board with Howlercelli yet, but I think that's a good workshop name.
Then it would encourage everyone to dress like Evie when they show up.
There we go. Yeah.
Wings
No, that's
everywhere.
masquerade ball.
Wings. Yeah.
We can do the dragon spread and dress like Evie in the
Godspread.
desert. Godspread, thank you.
There we go.
Dragon was in my mind.
Yep.
Now we're talking.
Perfect.
That's how we're
What
showing.
about dragon gonads?
This is
Everyone
how
has
it
to sign
turns
a
into
waiver.
Fire Fest. This is how
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
That was a great.
Oh man, that could happen. That definitely could happen.
All
Be
right.
discouraged.
Yeah.
We have
It's
far
gonna be
too
fine.
many type A personalities for that to happen.
That's
We
true,
also have
guys.
way too many yellows. Half the den is a yellow. So we're gonna have medics everywhere. It's gonna be
Great.
great.
Great. Yeah. I mean, I saw the whole workout program
Oh,
spreadsheet.
God, yeah.
That was very
yeah.
type A.
Yeah.
It's like, who
It's
put
gonna
this
be
together?
Listen, we
Yeah.
put the den on anything and they're gonna do it. So
Yeah.
it's happening.
Great.
That's great.
We just,
That's the type
we
of
just
people
need
I
a
need in my
date.
life because I
We-
love a
You're an
brainstorm.
idea
We'll need a
Man.
week
love
to come up with a
brainstorm.
name, and then we'll pitch it to the den when the day this goes live, and
Yeah.
shit's going down.
I love
Perfect.
love a
Ben's the
brainstorm and an
ideas
idea,
man,
but I'm not much of an
not the
executor.
executor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm here for the vibes.
No thoughts, just vibes.
I'll
That's
just show
my
up and
that's my mantra when snowboarding. No thoughts, just vibes.
well, that's important. Hey, you snowboard?
And then I
Let's
eat
go.
shit, and I'm like, ah, fuck, I had a thought.
I have a thought.
I won't show you right now, but I have a big bruise on my hip because my mom, who's 72, goes like 0 miles an hour. And as you know, snowboarding, it's harder to go slow. So I'm just like standing there, barely moving. And I was just like thrown into the
Ooh.
ground.
Just wipe the
And I
fuck
was like,
out.
I landed on my chapstick. Like it hit my
Ouch.
hip bone. And I
Yeah,
thought I
it
broke
bruised
my
you?
hip. Yes. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
I'm not even moving right now. I'm actually a very good snowboarder. By
Are
the way,
you?
Crescent.
Ac-
So we can.
according to your story, you shred. So
I do shred when I'm going downhill and not fucking flat, not doing shit.
Fair.
Anyways, I'm sorry. We could
Anyway.
talk forever, so we should.
We-
we
stop.
could. We'll just have to do this again.
Yes, very
Yes.
soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
please
Once
do.
we have plans for Howlercella Fire Fest, whatever we're calling it. Awesome.
I love it too.
Evie's garden.
Evie's Garden.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get it like slutty.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Minotaur's Madness.
Minotaur's
Ooh.
Madness.
I like that.
Ooh, that'll get psychedelic.
That will get egotistic.
It's true. All right,
Yeah,
we'll keep
going for
brainstorming.
ego death. Yeah.
I like it. I love it. Well, we will work it out. We'll figure it out,
Yeah,
and we'll start that
we'll figure it
Kickstarter.
out. It'll be great.
Nice.
Thank you both for joining
Love
us.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you
It's
so
been
much.
amazing.
Yes.
You're the best.
Happy early birthday.
Yes,
Thank you.
We'll see you in
Thank
Canada.
you. Yes, come to Niagara
Seriously,
Falls.
fucking show up. It's gonna be great.
Show up. I will find you a bed somewhere. I don't
As
know.
as the kids say, pull up.
Pull up.
Do they say-
Yes, they do.
I don't know.
We're making a giant ass charcuterie board, like a 4 foot by 11 foot
Hell yeah.
charcuterie board. So
I like charcuterie.
11
Yeah.
foot.
That's
Jeez.
expensive.
4 by
Charcuterie.
11. I know.
That's
There's a
an
plan.
expensive charcuterie board.
Yeah. But
Love
yeah,
it.
and then you can annoy
Yes.
Cross the whole weekend. It'll be great. We'll
Mm,
Even
convince
better.
him into everything. Yeah.
I'll steal his
Yeah, we do
alcohol
it.
and not mail it back to him.
we do enjoy that.
Yeah.
Make him snort salt.
Yeah. It'll be great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
All right.
guys. Thank you everybody for listening.
Thank you.
It's been
Yeah,
terrific.
thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.